Hello everyone, how are you? Hope you are fine. I am Muhammad Shayan Hamza and today we are going to discuss Vijayanagra Empire Part 1. Introduction. The expedition, which started during 13th century by Delhi Sultan Alauddin Khilji over South India, continued in 14th century also. As a result, many South Indian kingdoms like Yadavas of Devgiri, Hoysalas of Davara and Kakatiyas of Warangal, Pandyas of Madurai, and others were defeated. At this juncture, Vijayanagar succeeded in creating a strong political power as a solution for South India's political issues. It ruled for 3 centuries. In this lesson, the dynasties which ruled Vijayanagar Empire are explained. Contributions of these kings to political, social, economical, literary, art and sculpture are also discussed. Battle of Talikota, Rakkasatangadi, which was the main reason of the decline of Vijayanagar Empire, and its effects are also discussed here. Objectives: to understand the achievements of Vijayanagara kings, to know administration, social and economic conditions and literature of Vijayanagara period, to know the art and sculpture of the Vijayanagara period, to know the religious equality maintained by the Vijayanagara king, to mark the borders and to identify the places of Vijayanagara Empire on the map. Vijayanagar Empire was founded in 1336 AD on the southern banks of Tungabhadra river. It was founded by the sons of Sangama called Harihara and Bukkaraya, Kampana, Marappa and Muddappa. Hampi of Ballari district was their capital and their national emblem was a boar, Varaha. During 1336 to 1646 CE, Vijayanagar Empire was ruled by the four dynasties called Sangama dynasty, which ruled for 1336 CE to 1485 CE. Saluva dynasty, which ruled from 1485 CE to 1505 CE. Tuluva dynasty, which ruled from 1505 CE to 1567 CE. Aravudu dynasty, which ruled from 1570 CE to 1646 CE. Sangama dynasty, 1336 to 1485 CE. Harihara, who ruled from 1336 CE to 1357 CE, was the first king of this dynasty. He took control over the regions of Tungabhadra river. He extended his empire to Konkan coastal areas of the west, to Nellore and Kadapa of east, to the Krishna river of north and Kaveri river of the south. Bukkaraya, who ruled from 1357 to 1377 CE, who was the brother of Harihara, took over power after his death because Harihara had no son. During his rule, his son Kampana widened the empire by defeating the Sultan of Madurai. This was explained in the book called Madhura Vijayam, which was written by Kampana's queen Ganga Devi. Bukka captured Penakonda by fighting Reddis of Kondavidu and included it to Vijayanagar Empire. Sharavana Belagola inscription of 1368 CE explains that he pacified the conflict between Jains and Vaishnavas and maintained religious harmony and equality. After Bukkaraya, Harihara II, 1377 to 1404 CE, Bukkaraya II, Virupaksha II, 1404 to 1406 CE, Devaraya I, 1406 to 1422 CE, Veera Vijayara, 1422 to 1424 CE, ruled Vijayanagara Empire. Devaraya II, Rauda Devaraya, 1424 to 1446. He was the famous king of Sangama dynasty and his period was significant in Vijayanagara dynasty. After he took over the power, he built a new army including Muslim soldiers who had archery and horse taming skills. With the help of his army, he defeated Reddy leaders of Kondavidu region. He defended famous Mughal fort Raichur Bankapur by fighting Ahmad Shah of Bahmani Sultans. His brave commander called Lakkana Dandesha defeated the kings of Kerala and Sri Lanka and collected treasure and tribute in form of cash from them. Raudadevaraya, who had religious tolerance, built Jain and Vaishnavas temple in the capital, and he permitted to build mosques also. Telugu poet Srinatha, Sanskrit philosopher Dindima, and Kannada poet and the minister Lakkana Dandesha were sheltered in his kingdom. Veerashaivism got restricted in his period. He had titles like Gajavanna Tegara, Chatusmudra Diswara, Aryavabhida. After his death in 1446 CE, his son Mallikarjuna 1446 to 1465 CE, and then Virupaksha III 1465 to 1485 CE ruled Vijayanagar Empire. These were weak rulers, and because of this, a strong commander called Saluva Narasimha captured the capital. With this incident, the rule of Sangama dynasty ended in 1485 CE. Saluva dynasty, which ruled from 1485 to 1505 CE. After taking over the power in 1485 CE, Saluva Narasimha ruled for 6 years and died in 1491 CE. His children were minors when he died, and because of this, his kingdom was in the protection of the commander called Tuluva Narasanayaka from 1491 to 1503 CE. Tuluva dynasty 1505 to 1567 CE. In 1505 CE, Veera Narasimha, son of Tuluva Narasanayaka, started the rule of Tuluva dynasty. After his death in 1505, his brother Krishnadevaraya came to power. Krishnadevaraya, who ruled from 1505 to 1529 CE. He was the famous and the greatest king among other Vijayanagara kings. At the initial years of his rule, he had to face many revolts. He seized Shivanasamudra fort from Ummatur chief Ganga Raja in 1510 CE. Later he won Raichur fort. He supported Portuguese to capture Goa from Vijayapura Sultan. In 1513 CE he won Udayagiri fort, and then in 1518 CE he captured Cuttack, the capital of Gajapati Pratapa Rudra, a Kalinga king, by defeating him and married his daughter Jagan Mohini. In 1522 he captured Raichur from the king of Adil Shah, Ismail Adil Khan. Later he captured Kalaburgi, Bidar forts. He got released the son of king who was imprisoned by Bahamani prime minister and restored him to power in Bidar. For this he got the title Yavana Rajya. Vijayanagar kingdom was expanded in all 4 directions. At the time of his death in 1529 CE, Domino Pais, who visited his kingdom, stated, Krishnadevaraya was a soft person with a strong body in his book. Thank you. This was the end of part 1. Very soon there will be part 2. Thank you.